gang, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy. Thank you so much for joining me today. And guys, in today's video, we are going to take a look at two new collections from Juvia's Place. It is their blushed collection and their bronzed collection. So I have my shipment here. It arrived today, and so we are going to dive right into this. So if you're interested to learn more about this new collection and see how it performs, keep watching. So let's take a look and see what's inside the box. So first out of the box, because of the amount that I spent, I got a free gift, which is the Heroin Glow 1 highlighter. And I have like 3 of these. So yeah, I'll probably give that away, or I'll do something else with that. So we've got some lippies. We got 3 lippies here. This is the bronzed maple. And we have this is bronze toast. And then this one is bronze chestnut. Now we've got a couple of palettes. 4 palettes. So, Blushed Rouge Volume 1. The tan, so this is bronze. This is a bronze bronzer. This is in tan. Then we have the bronzed palette. And then finally, we have the blushed rose. So let's go ahead and crack these open and see what they actually look like. We'll start with the Royal Bronze palette. And so this is what the palette looks like. And we know Juvia's Place has really been doing these mini palettes lately. And so it's a nice, cool palette. So, you know, Juvia's Place quality is Juvia's Place quality. I don't expect anything different. So those are the 2 shimmers. Those are the 2 shimmers in the palette. And just to kind of swatch them inside my hand, of course, they are beautiful and pigmented. What do we expect? We don't expect anything less from Juvia's Place. Next up is the blushed rose. And this is the blushed rose palette. So it's a nice pink palette. Really good for spring. A nice little addition for spring. Let's take a look at the shimmers in this palette. And, you know, my rock star stance. So that's what they look like on my fingers. And then just to swatch them inside my palm. That is the 2 inside my palm. And then we have the bronze and the blush palettes. So this is the bronzer. And I chose what I thought would fit for my shade. So I chose the tan palette. So this is the bronzer. And then we have the blushed rouge. And that is the blush palette, right? Additionally, we have the 3 lippies. And these are liquid lipsticks. So this one, let's go ahead and just swatch these lipsticks. So this one is in the shade Bronze Maple. And I'm just going to take it right on the back of my hand. I'm going to just dab. That is Bronzed Maple. Next, we have Bronze Chestnut. And it's a nice dark color, and you guys know I love a dark lip. Bronze Chestnut. Lastly, we have Bronze Toast. I don't take that much. And so those are the 3 bronze lippy shades. Very nice. So to speed this video along, I'm going to go ahead and lay down my my eyeshadow base. I'm going to lay down the base for my face. And then when I come back, we're going to jump right into these shadows. All right, gang, I am back. And so my base is all laid. And so let's jump into these eyeshadow palettes. So I'm not sure which one I'm feeling. I think I want to try. Let's go with this blushed. Let's go with the blushed rose. So I am gonna go out tonight, and so I'm not gonna do 2 eyes. You guys know normally I'll do one on this eye, one on that eye. But since I'm going out tonight, let's go ahead and let's just do something nice and sort of peachy or pinky with this palette. I'm gonna grab this JS5 brush. It's a fluffy brush. And I'm going to pick up this, mauve shade here. And I'm going to place that, blend that all into my actual crease. I got a little bit of separation in my corners on my base, but you guys know that tends to happen sometimes with my eyes. I think the setting powder that I used just didn't saturate that area of the concealer very much, but that's okay. We're gonna just keep moving. I'm gonna grab this JS9 brush, and then I'm gonna pick up this reddish brown color, and I'm going to further deepen my crease with this shade. So let's dip into the bronze palette, and let's pick up this yellowish, this orangish yellow. And I'm gonna take this JS6 brush, and I'm going to just lightly blend out the edges on top of that first pink shade. I really want to deepen up the outer corners of this, and so I'm gonna grab the Warrior palette, and I'm gonna pick up that deep brown shade there, and I'm going to pick that up on this Morphe, on this M443 brush, and I'm going to deepen up the outer portion of this. I'm gonna go back into, dipping back into this shade. Just polishing this up. So what I did was, that color was actually too dark, and I really should have reached for another Juvia's palette and grabbed a brown. So to kind of dull it so it's not so black, I just went back in with that reddish brown shade, and I'm just kind of dragging it in and just kind of dulling out that black with this shade. Just to kind of, so it's not so harsh. So it's deep, but it's not harsh. Now let's pick up this shimmer shade here, this gold shade, and I'm gonna just put it right on my finger. And typically with Juvia's Places shimmers, you don't have to add anything to them. And so I am just going to press this. It's a little sheer. I'm gonna grab some glitter adhesive, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand, and because I really want this to show up, and I'm going to just coat my lid with where I want to place this. And I'm just putting it all in that mobile lid space. Not necessarily cutting the crease, just kind of outlining, just kind of outlining where this is gonna go. So it doesn't have to be sharp. All right, and then once that dries down, now I'm gonna go back in with that gold color. Big difference. And I'm going to just press it right onto my lid. All right, so the eyes are done. So I went ahead and drew my wing, added some lashes, and I'm wearing the Kimberly style lashes from Kayla and Company Beauty. Went ahead and lined my waterline, just used some black gel liner, and then took the same colors on my eyes and just, you know, blended them out on my lower lash line. Let's move on to bronzing. So I'm gonna grab my bronzing brush, and let's start with this top shade here. I'm just gonna pick it up on this brush, and I like to start at my hairline and then blend out down onto my cheeks. So that's a nice soft color. And then of course you guys know we apply bronzer in the shape of a 3. So I'm gonna bring that around this way. To add a little depth and dimension, I am going to take a contour brush and I'm going to go in the darker shade, and I'm going to sculpt inside my cheekbones with that darker shade. So kind of like contouring with the deeper shade, just to give me a little bit of depth and dimension in my face. And I love this brush. This is actually a Farab contour brush. I love it. I'm going to pick up the darker shade, and I'm going to just lightly contour my nose. Next, we're going to grab the Blush Rouge palette, and I'm going to take this on a Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm grabbing the top shade, and I am just going to just lightly kind of flush my cheeks. I'm going to go back in with my bronzing brush that has a little bronzer on it and just blend that out with that bronzer. Just blending that out. And then with my sculpting brush, just kind of polish everything together. So I like to have my contour, bronzer, and blush all nice and blended together. So I've added some highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and give my face a mist. Set my face. Whew. And now let's move on to lips. So I'm gonna start with the Bronze Chestnut, which is the darkest shade. And I am actually going to take this on a flat brush. Let me just wipe this brush off. I'm gonna actually pick this up on a flat brush because I am going to carefully line my lips. Now that the Bronze Chestnut has dried down a bit, I'm going to grab the Bronze Toast, and I'm going to put that in the center of my lips. All right, gang, I'm back, and this is the finished look. And what can I say? It's Juvia's Place. This was to be expected. No disappointment. I love the lip. I did go on top with a clear gloss just because I'm more of a glossy lip kind of girl as opposed to a matte lip kind of girl. But what do I think overall of these products? I'm not disappointed. It's Juvia's Place. It was to be expected. So You know, the pigmentation is there, payoff is there, you know, it's what we expect. So I love the shades. I have been seeing online where Juvia's was getting a little flack because people were saying, well, these are the same colors. These colors are in other palettes. But I mean, let's be real. We could say that about all of our eyeshadow collections. We all have redundant and repetitive colors. So it is what it is. But so these are the two palettes on top of each other. So we have the bronze and the blush palettes, the eyeshadow palette. So everything, like I said, everything was good. No complaints there. And then the two bronzers, which I'm actually really glad. I'm so glad that Juvia's Place introduced bronzers to us, because the brown in the Zulu palette, it is an amazing shade to use as a bronzer. So I know a lot of us have been doing that. So it's just really nice to have, you know, bronzer, actual bronzers from Juvia's Place now. And these two shades worked perfectly for me. It was a nice little touch, a nice soft touch on the top for this one, and then just to kind of sharpen up a little bit to contour using the bottom color. So not bad there. And then of course blush, pigmented. Didn't try the orange, but I already know what to expect from that orange. So we did go in with the top shade. And so I love that they have options for you to kind of customize or to choose from based on your complexion. So that is absolutely a plus. Well, gang, that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found this review useful. If you did, tell me about it in the comment section. If you didn't, tell me about it in the comment section. Meet me in the comments, guys. There are some things coming up on the channel, so make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure that your notifications are on. Remember, when you see my face pop up on the screen, that is another opportunity for you to join the Amy gang. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.